It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this Wednesday afternoon, March 23rd, 2016. Good morning and afternoon, everybody. I am Peter Wiggins. I have 11 a.m. news headlines on this Wednesday morning. Go to the Wednesday afternoon here now. Your news headlines. The top story at 11 a.m. is Day broke Wednesday on Brussels facing a new reality and a new identity as the city confronted by grief but sustained a shared determination to carry on. Ted Cruz picked up a couple of prominent endorsements Wednesday, one from former Republican opponent Jeb Bush and another from the anti-tax group Club for Growth. Washington, U.S. officials on Wednesday sought to confirm the whereabouts of Americans missing in Brussels following Tuesday's suicide bombings at Atlanta's airport was briefly evacuated because a suspicious package of travel was remained on. Seattle's lofty sequoia tree has had seen its share of hardships over the years. Since 1973, it has family stood at a cramped street corner on a three-way intersection in an urban space dwarfed by the leafy tower's 80-foot stature. Jakarta, Indonesia. Indonesia has refused China's demands that it release 8 fishermen arrested for illegal fishing and accused China of Wednesday of sharply raising tensions in the region and rescuing its seized boat. Buenos Aires, President Obama will spend his first full day in Argentina on Wednesday meeting with young people as well as recently elected President Mauricio Macri as he and his advisors grapple behind the scenes of the aftermath. Islamic State claims responsibility for killing more than 30 people in 3 bomb blasts in Brussels. Europe's debate over wherever to accept the thousands of the migrants trying to escape conflict just got more complicated. In late February 2016, American tourist Ben Gibson found a piece of plane debris off Mozambique and discovered that renewed hope of solving the mystery of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. Right after the attack in Brussels on Tuesday, Donald Trump did something bizarre. He spoke the truth. Appearing on Fox and Friends, the GOP presidential frontrunner declared that this all happened because, frankly, there was no assimilation. A Texas man on death row for killing a worker who was on his property for looking for a city code violation has been put to death. U.S. teenager who experienced a third terror attack said he will be hospitalized for a couple of weeks due to injuries sustained for bombings in Brussels airport on Tuesday. Moscow. Russian President Vladimir Putin can arrange a prisoner exchange involving a convicted Ukrainian army pilot, but has made no decision, a Kremlin spokesman said. Beijing. China confirmed that North Korean diplomat killed Chinese nationals in the car accident in February. Washington. U.S. airstrikes killed at least 70 al-Qaeda fighters at a mountain training camp in Yemen, the Pentagon announced. Buenos Aires. President Obama and his family arrived in Buenos Aires for a 2-day visit to strengthen ties with Argentina's recently elected government. Denver, a blizzard warning is affecting Colorado as a strong winter storm system continues moving toward the Central Rockies throughout the Great Lakes in New England. Attleboro police and Massachusetts Department of Corrections a captain investigation and smuggling of drugs in a state prison with the arrest Tuesday of a Boston woman in a supermarket parking lot. Detectives for the Attleboro Police Department and investigators from the Massachusetts Department of Corrections Office and Investigative Services partnered with an investigation had some information received from the prison where police Detective Lieutenant Timothy D. Cook said. Investigators learned a woman was coming to Attleboro to pick up a package containing drugs and smuggle them into prison, Cook said. Investigators were granted a search warrant, but a suspect vehicle in the vehicle was located and stopped in a stop shop parking lot on President Street. Police also found 20 subliminal Starbucks strips in an ice cream container, Cook said. Local school officials have been pushing for the state for months to modernize the formula it used to determine how much education needs to distribute, but it appears the problem won't be fixed this budget year. Dead at mass, a Boston man convicted of fatally 722 Milton man in his home has been sentenced to life in prison without possibility of parole. Now, Fanny Brown was sentenced Monday in the Norfolk Superior Court after a series of impact statements from the victim's family. The 32-year-old Brown was found guilty Tuesday in the murder of April 2013 death of Jordan Baskin. Prosecutor said Brown chased Baskin to his home before stabbing him multiple times, killing him once in the heart. Baskin was found by his father on the home back porch. Cargo rancher, a Massachusetts man had been sentenced to 8 years of prison and assisted in the transportation of a 15-year-old girl to New Hampshire engaged in prostitution. Navinder Singh Sarah, a British trader, is accused of spoofing a strategy that significantly contributed to the chaos of the flash crash. U.S. home buyers of the West are accounting for all of February's increase in the sales of new assets, possibly signaling an uneven real estate market headed to the spring buying season. London, the dollar crept toward its strongest week as the Wednesday and the markets week. Little outlook for the U.S. interest rates after a series of Fed officials encouraged expectations of at least 2 more quarter-point raises this year. Kerry Green Metal Incorporated, which was taken apart earlier this year by J.P. Holden Company-led investment group named Pinnacle Foods Incorporated Chief Executive Officer Bob Gimmick is the next CEO. In Dubai, United Arab Emirates, MIT Oil Reconstruction Company Lamprell said it was holding up well against the market downturn, but expects full year 2016 revenue to show a decline. Washington, some of the top oil producing states in the nation are beyond the rise of new electricity draining from the wind, the U.S. Energy Information Administration reports. New York Capital had impacted the proposal to freeze oil production levels, supply side pressures, and lingering security concerns held oil prices to blow Wednesday. Look at that stock market report. The Dow down 22.47 points at 17,560.10. SP 500 down 6.19 points at 2,043.61. And NASDAQ down 32.23 points at 4,789.43. In a 52-page paper published on Tuesday, 19 climate scientists say a rise in season superstorms will change our Earth in decades, not centuries. Astronomers have captured evidence of shock breakouts of bright flashes that occur when red stars become supernovas for the first time. A Canada crater, home of the bright spots, serves as a mountain in the middle and is covered in salt. Cape Canaveral, Florida. French supplies shipped out late Tuesday for the International Space Station, where the shelves finally are getting full after a string of failed deliveries. A new warning about the serious risks of misuse, abuse, addiction, overdose, and death will be printed on the boxes of all immediate release opioid pain medication under policy and announced by the FDA March 22nd. London AstraZeneca's heart drug Brilinta failed to keep and help stroke patients that is hoping in a big clinical trial dealing on the board of the company's expectation that the medicine could rack up annual sales of $3.5 billion by 2023. Peter Childers, I'm 11:07 in the morning time, and it's time now for a sports report. Tonight, the Boston Celtics be at the Garden taking on the Toronto Raptors game time 7 p.m. while Boston Bruins be down to New York Madison Square Garden taking on New York Rangers game time 8 o'clock. President Barack Obama's decision to restore ties with Cuba has given him revered spot in the heart of many Cuban crowds. Line the roads to here to catch a glimpse of the presidential motorcade and route to a baseball game between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Cuban national team. Both returned Florida. The NFL Competition Committee on Wednesday voted to pair a significant rule change with 2016 as Dallas Cowboys Executive Vice President Stephen Jones told NFL media insider Ian Rappaport that legal news had passed the automatic. Belay to WSOF reacted to MMA sanction in New York. Peter Childers times now 11:08 on this Wednesday morning, going on the Wednesday afternoon. It's time now for a travel report. Let's start you off down in the down where 146 on the southbound side today. So from Route 15 to Route 95. 95 on the southbound side, get an accident on 95 northbound around Route 146, so expect some delays around the Providence stretch of Route 95. Route 95 on the northbound side, accident around 610 connector. 610 connector is slow before Route 95 in downtown Providence. 120 on the northbound side is slow from the split all the way up to Route 24. Southeast Expressway, southbound side, slow to the Dorchester stretch. Mass Park, the eastbound side, slow to the Austin Patrols all the way after the Southeast Expressway. 495 on the southbound side, we have an accident around between Route 117 and Route 62 in Hudson, so expect some delays. 395 on the southbound side, act around Route 44 in Putnam, so expect some delays. Mass Parking on the westbound side, get an accident around Route 91 in Chicopee, so expect some delays from 291 to Westfield on the Mass Pike. I-840 eastbound side, so from Newtown all the way down for Waterbury, Connecticut. I-691 in eastbound side, a little over the Meriden stretch between I-84 and I-91. Wilbur Cross Parkway westbound side, slow after Route 25 in Bridgeport, and then Wilbur Cross Parkway eastbound side, a little over the New Canaan stretch. 95 on the northbound side, a little around Route 7 in Norwalk. Newport Bridge on the westbound side, it is slow. FDR Drive on the southbound side, it is slow from 3rd Avenue all the way out to the Queensborough Tunnel. Queensborough Tunnel is slow. Lincoln Tunnel is slow on the westbound side. 278 at both ends, it's slow from Brooklyn Bridge all the way out to Williamsburg. And then 278 on the westbound side also after Long Expressway in Brooklyn. Long Expressway on the eastbound side, it's slow from Elliott Ave all the way out to Fletcher Meadows Corner Park. Do a couple of accidents before the Grand Central Parkway and Long Expressway. Grand Central Parkway, it's slow after the LaGuardia Airport. Brooklyn Queens Expressway, it's slow all the way down from Sunset Park. Around to Nerds Bridge, it's slow on both ends. Belt Parkway, it's slow around Seaview Avenue in Brooklyn. 670 on the northbound side, also around the JFK exit. Cross down Parkway, it's slow between North Valley Stream and Belmont Park Racetrack. 90 on the west southbound side, it's slow between 57th Street and Lincoln Tunnel. And then it's all the way down to the World Trade Center side. 95 on the southbound side, it's slow from the Mount Colorado all the way after the George Washington Bridge. I-87 on both ends, it's slow between Port Morris and all the way down through Route 95. Up. New York State Freeway is looking good, except for a little slow spot on the New York State Freeway. It is a little slow around Batavia after Route 63, so expect some delays in the New York State Freeway on the westbound side in Batavia between Rochester and Buffalo. And 190 on the northbound side, we got an accident in Buffalo, New York, just around the Peace Bridge, so expect some delays. I-89 on the southbound side is slow after the Canadian border in Vermont, and I-87 on the southbound side also in New York State after the Canadian border. 95 on the northbound side of the main turnpike, it's around 295 in Augusta, but otherwise, Vermont, New Hampshire, main highways are looking good. Okay, look at MBTA alerts. Friends, they are looking good. Green Line B branch trains continue to terminate at Park Street, and on the commuter rail, it's looking good. Peter Cello News time is now 11:12 on this Wednesday morning, going on the Wednesday afternoon, and it's time now for a weather report. And checking out the radar, and it shows looking at radar, it shows a line of rain showers from Walpole stretching down to Norwood, down for Canton, and down for Randolph, stretching down to Braintree, and around Hull and Hingham, down for Knox Stitchard, and around Stitchard, stretching out to sea. And these are another line of rain showers from Wellfleet all the way down for Provincetown, and another line of rain showers from that, stretching down to Denver's and down for Gloucester, and stretching out to sea. And a line of rain showers off the Maine coast, and some spotty snow and sleet showers off the Maine coast, and a line of snow showers from Class, stretching it down for Northern New Brunswick, and some patchy snow showers south west of Montpelier in the north central Vermont, stretching in the north central New Hampshire, and down for western portions of Maine. And a line of rain, sleet, and snow showers from northern portions of Nova Scotia, sleeting around Nova Scotia, and raining around Halifax and Nova Scotia, and some rain, sleet, and snow showers from Rochester, stretching down for Buffalo, stretching south for Toronto, stretching down for Ontario. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today's sky showers, may move forward. 11 a.m. cloud skies about 64 degrees. West about 8 to 11 miles at Chesapeake to 30%. Tonight, chance of showers. May after 8 p.m. Park Chapel get to midnight. Otherwise, most skies got about 39 degrees and northeast about 3 to 5 miles at Chesapeake to 40%. Thursday, a slight chance of showers. Parts of the sky about 48 degrees east with about 5 to 7 miles at Chesapeake to 20%. Thursday, areas of drizzle with a chance of rain between 9 p.m. and 3 a.m. Then a chance of rain after 3 a.m. Park Chapel before 8 p.m. Otherwise, most skies got low about 40 degrees and not wind. Variable wind, Chesapeake 40%. New precipitation less than 7 inches possible. Friday, rain likely possibly a thunderstorm. Cloud skies about 63 degrees and south about 9 to 11 miles at gust side, 26 miles at Chesapeake 70%. Friday, slight chance of showers before 11 p.m. Most skies got low about 35 degrees and Chesapeake 20%. Saturday, most of the podcast got about 50 about 33 degrees and Sunday, most of the both clouds got about 58, about 40 degrees. Monday, Chesapeake, most clouds got about 57, about 38 degrees, and Chesapeake and 45%. And for Tuesday, most clouds got about 52 degrees. Currently here at 0 minutes. Few clouds at 55 and humidity 53%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel 11 a.m. news report on this March 23rd, 2016 on Wednesday. Viewers, we have a good afternoon and good positive news. See you at 4 o'clock for a 4 o'clock report.